We had a question from was it Stack and Safe, and he said I had a teaching moment with a live account which blew my $600 account. Hold on, let me show y'all what I'm talking about. All right, so he said he blew his $600 account. Here's my question. If I want to be a great forex trader, I have a job, make 70 to 100. He making 70 to 100, which that's incredible. That's incredible. If you were me, what would you do? I have startup money, see what forex can do. Watching yourself, Q-Bank. I see it's possible. How can I break away from the 9 to 5? He making 70 to 100,000 a year. He want to break away from his 9 to 5. He got the capital, he said. I'm gonna leave this question up. But listen, if you making a 70 to 100,000 a year, you don't really want to give that up too quick. Trust me, listen to me. I know that people really glorify this forex stuff like it's the Holy Grail. It is not the Holy Grail. To me, Jesus is the Holy Grail. Living your life clean, living your life with integrity, doing, that stuff is the Holy Grail. All right. So now being grateful and thankful for things like that, to me, that weighs higher first. So let's first start with appreciation. You making 70 to 100,000 a year. I'm sure you appreciate it. If you making 70 to 100,000 a year, I will be try to save 15%. That's the first thing. If you can't do all of that, first thing I would do is make sure all my debt is paid off. That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to make sure all my debt is paid off first. All of this stuff has to happen before you can even do forex. Like when I first started, they was telling me to sell my shoes, to sell this, sell that, to invest your money in the forex market. I'm like, what? Those were salesmen trying to get me. First of all, become debt free. You do not want to trade forex when you got a bunch of stress going on, because life has to be stress free. It's terrible when you got to go trade forex in the morning and you thinking about feeding your family. You're going to overtrade. You're going to get greedy. And I think that's what he has said, because he said I can make this video. So, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not shaming nothing. I'm just real. You feel me? But listen, like he said he got greedy a couple times, and that's what hinder him. So all the money he make, he'd probably lose it because he get greedy. But here's the thing. If your life is never going to be perfect, but if you can lower the stress, then you could trade forex. Now all that stuff is done. Now we're trading forex. What you want to do with a 9 to 5 job, don't quit that $70 to $100,000 a year job. You want to keep that as a cushion while you're working out your trading, because there's a lot of stuff that you got to figure out within yourself, not just the market, within yourself. You got to figure out what causes you to get greedy. You got to figure out what causes you to overtrade. What about when you're trading London session and that first one come in at 2 o'clock and you catch 15, 20 pips and then you done. And then all of a sudden you can't go to sleep because you eager to go get some more money. Is that what's triggering you? You got to go meditate on that. You got to have somebody hold you accountable with that. You got to work that out. That take time. You know what I'm saying? So anyways, I would say if you work in a 9 to 5, I don't know what your schedule is, Stack and Safe, but you could trade Asia session. I figured out a strategy that allows me to make, it's scalping though, because Asia don't move a lot. But I figured out a strategy that allows me to at least 2 times a week. I only trade 3 times a week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But 2 times a week with this one currency pair, you can catch, I want to say 12 to 15 pips. I would say 10 to 15 pips for sure. Because Asia don't move, but I'm still catching it. You know what I'm saying? So you could trade between 6 and 9. is what you can do. Now that's Central Standard Time. I'm in Texas. So between 6 p.m. Central Standard to 9 p.m., you can look for this opportunity. I send the signals out every week doing it. So I know it's working. But you can trade Asia session, right? Or you can trade London session. Now, I don't know where you live at, but if you trade London session, I wake up at 2 o'clock. Actually 1:30, that's Central Standard Time. Do the conversion for your time. You can do that, but I would say I wouldn't do it every day. I wouldn't go Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I would start out with 2 days a week. You have to know the way that you trade. Like, you have to know a good strategy, because I would go Tuesday and Thursday, because I don't want you to rush into it, because you're going to burn yourself out and then you're going to be no good for work. I don't want you to get fired because you lack in performance because you're staying up from 2 to 5 every day. I was able to do it because that is all I had. I didn't have a 70 to $100,000. That's what I was going to say earlier. I didn't have a 70 to $100,000 a year job when I first started trading. I was working at Office Max. Not begging, but really working hard to just get $10 an hour. So it's different. My back was against the wall. I had to do it. I had no choice. You got a $70 to $100,000 job. You can't lose that. You can't blow that. You got to make Forex work into that. All right. So here's the thing. Let me move on. Let me get to it. So Tuesday, Thursday. It may not be a trade on Thursday because it may happen on Wednesday, but that's just what it is. When you get good at around 12 o'clock, you can kind of peek at the charts and see if it's going to be a good trade setup. So you could change it from Tuesday to Thursday to Tuesday, Wednesday. But that's when you get good. You can kind of identify and be like, yeah, today look like it's going to be a good day. So that's what I would do. 2 days a week. Once you get comfortable with that and stand up for work the whole day, then you can add in a third day. So now that's your whole trading week, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I would start out with 2 days if you trade London session. If you trading from 6 to 9, you can do that Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Because who ain't woke from 6 to 9? So PM. All right. So that's how I would do that. And then I would get comfortable with that. I will have realistic expectations. This is the discipline part. This is why I want to go live. This is the realistic expectations. Because I will get comfortable with the profit and what I'm most likely going to make. You're not going to kill it. Some days you might, some days you won't. But because you're only trading 2 days, I'm sure you're going to miss an opportunity or two. But that's okay. Because you got a $70,000 to $100,000 year job. You good. So all you doing is working out the process. I'm working out my mistakes. I'm working out being greedy. Over trading, I'm working that out. I'm working on my consistency. And that stuff takes time. It's not like I do this for 3 months and I got it. No, because the market going to throw you a curveball. Listen, I need you to figure out the strategy you trade. How many pips do it give you when it goes in the direction of the trend before it pulls back? How many pips do it give you before it hit a pivot point and turn around? How many pips do it give you before it hit a structure level and turn around? Figure that out. Because now you can always know to get out. Even though it still may go higher, and I got something for you for that. You will know when to get out. All of this stuff you got to work out. So that's the approach I would do. So don't lose that job, basically, and make Forex work with your job. Like this video if you agree with that. I'm telling you, do not quit your job too quick. Even if you make $20,000 in your capital on your live account, don't quit your job at $20,000, because you can. All it takes is now your back is against the wall. I want you to figure out how much does it take for you to pay your bills. You need 3 to 6 months of bills saved up before you can quit anything. You need to have 3 to 6 months of your bills saved up. That's food, that's car insurance, that's phone bill, heat bill, rent. 3 to 6 months saved up. 3 on the low end, 6 on the high end. If you lose your job, you got 3 to 6 months to figure it out. All right. You need to do that same thing with forex. All right. Boom. Now you got a cushion. All right. And then you just want to work it out after that.
Pips pay my bills. Pips pay my bills.